Does acting seem like a dream job to you? Well, it's not all red carpets and film premieres. Actors have a breaking point, and if pushed too far, they will quit.
It's too bad. Chewie kind of likes you.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 actors who almost quit iconic roles. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at actors who appeared in famous roles, but as a result of struggles on set, came within inches of walking away. There may not always be a record of these actors trying to quit, but given these scenarios, we certainly wouldn't have blamed them if they had. We're limiting our picks to movies, so no television roles will appear on this list.
What do you think you're doing? Only me and Garth get to talk to the camera.
Number 10, Ian McKellen, The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey.
The world is not in your books and maps. It's out there.
After appearing in the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, Sir Ian McKellen returned to portray Gandalf the Grey in the Hobbit prequel series. While clever forced perspective techniques were used in the original trilogy to show the wizard interacting with characters nearly half his size, when shooting in Bag End for The Hobbit, McKellen was shot entirely on a green screen. Using some CGI magic, the actor was made to appear much taller than his co-stars. For McKellen, however, the experience of acting without his co-stars was immensely frustrating and isolating. As a result, he contemplated not just quitting the movie, but the entire acting profession. Thankfully, Peter Jackson noticed and successfully encouraged McKellen to push through.
What are you going to do now, wizard?
Number 9, Al Pacino, The Godfather.
Oh, get out of my sight.
You know that feeling when you're just not wanted? Pacino does. Before he'd proven himself to be the star he is, Al Pacino was not the first pick of the film producers for the role of Michael Corleone in The Godfather.
Because it insults my intelligence. It makes me very angry.
Feeling the hostility on set and acutely aware of the fact that the studio heads wanted him gone, Pacino nearly walked away from what would become his breakthrough role. Thankfully, director Francis Ford Coppola was supportive and convinced young Al to tough it out.
Will you?
Let me think about it. We'll see. Come on.
The film went on to win Oscars for writing, Best Actor in a Lead Role, and Best Picture. Among the other 8 nominations was one for Pacino as Best Supporting Actor.
You're my older brother, and I love you. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again.
Number 8, Gene Hackman, The French Connection.
We're going now. Goodbye.
We've seen actors almost quit because of unreasonable demands and hostility in the workplace, but what about when you just hate your boss? Gene Hackman famously clashed with director William Friedkin on the set of The French Connection. It certainly didn't help things when Hackman found out he wasn't Friedkin's first choice for the role.
Never trust anyone.
Tensions came to a boiling point when filming the scene in which Hackman tackles a suspect wearing a Santa suit. The director called for 27 takes, almost too much for a seasoned actor. Hackman was ready to quit.
Now I'm gonna bust your ass for those 3 bags, and I'm gonna nail you for picking your feet in Poughkeepsie.
It's a good thing he stuck around, however, as he went on to take home an Oscar for the role.
We're gonna sit here all night if we have to.
Number 7, Carl Weathers, Rocky IV.
Master of disaster, the one and only Apollo Creed.
In the 4th Rocky installment, Carl Weathers' Apollo Creed goes toe-to-toe with Dolph Lundgren's Ivan Drago in what proves to be the fight of his lifetime. But during filming, the scene got a little too rough for Carl Weathers' taste. In one take, Lundgren, getting into the role, threw Weathers across the ring, which the Apollo Creed actor didn't take well.
What are you guys doing? This is supposed to be an exhibition!
Actually, he allegedly left the ring swearing, and in fact, he didn't just threaten to quit, he did quit. Fortunately, after a few days, Sylvester Stallone managed to convince Weathers to return to set, and production was able to finish.
Thanks for getting me here, Stallion. I owe you one, okay?
Oh, no, we're even.
Number 6, Mike Myers, Wayne's World.
I think we'll go with a little Bohemian Rhapsody, gentlemen.
Good call.
When Mike Myers and Dana Carvey took this popular SNL sketch to the big screen, the end result was an absolute classic. But a disagreement while shooting one of the film's most memorable scenes almost ended production.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
The Wayne's World crew famously headbangs to Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody while driving around, but the producers were not keen on licensing the iconic song. They wanted to go with something more recent and cheaper, like Guns N' Roses. Myers put his foot down though, threatening to walk unless the timeless Queen song was used.
For me.
He got his way. But just imagine for a second.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
No, we don't think so.
Yeah, and monkeys might fly out of my butt.
Number 5. Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, The Abyss.
We all see what we want to see.
The set of The Abyss was a nightmarish experience for the people involved. With the crew and actors diving into a giant water tank, the days were long, exhausting, and wet.
It takes discipline and years of training. A lot of people don't appreciate that.
The straw that nearly broke the camel's back fell while filming the scene in which Mastrantonio's character drowns and needs to be resuscitated. As she lay soaking wet on a metal floor, being slapped and screamed at by Ed Harris, the camera ran out of film, forcing shooting to stop.
Fight! 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 Right now! Do it!
An understandably frustrated Mastrantonio ran off the set screaming and nearly quit altogether. She eventually returned, however, ultimately giving Cameron enough footage to work with.
I guess it worked, didn't it?
Yeah, of course it did.
Number 4. Daisy Ridley, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
You're afraid.
Most actors would kill for a role in Star Wars, but when you actually land one, as Daisy Ridley discovered when she got the part of Rey, you suddenly find yourself with a lot of weight on your shoulders. It is, after all, the lead role in one of the biggest franchises of all time.
Are you offering me a job?
Wouldn't be nice to you.
On her first day on set, director J.J. Abrams gave her the feedback that her performance was wooden. Upon hearing this, Ridley had a slight panic attack and reportedly considered walking away from the project due to the pressure.
You will remove these restraints and leave this cell with the door open.
Luckily, she didn't, and both Abrams and fans alike were delighted with her performance as the saga's newest heroine.
I can do this. I can do this.
Number 3. Jim Carrey, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
There's no denying that Jim Carrey was the perfect actor to bring Dr. Seuss's Christmas-hating Grinch to life, but production hit an early snag that almost ended his involvement. The first time Carrey had the makeup applied, it took 8.5 hours. He stormed back to his trailer in a rage, telling director Ron Howard that he would be quitting the production.
Help me! I'm feeling...
Although they would eventually get the process down to 4 hours, in the interim, an expert from the CIA was brought in to teach Carrey to withstand torture. In the end, as Carrey stated on The Graham Norton Show, what got him through the process was a combination of smoking and the Bee Gees.
Giant cigarette holder so the yak hair wouldn't go on fire.
Number 2. Shelley Duvall, The Shining.
Stay away from me.
Why?
I just want to go back to my room.
So, you think your boss is a control freak? Try working with Stanley Kubrick. The legendary director was notorious for pushing his actors to their limits, and in keeping with that reputation, he drove Shelley Duvall so hard on the set of this 1980 horror film that her hair began to fall out. As her character spends pretty much the whole second half of the film under the threat of death, Duvall was constantly dehydrated and exhausted from all the petrified running, screaming, and crying.
Give me the bat.
Stop it!
Give me the bat. Stop swinging the bat.
Please stop!
On top of that, in the horrifying scene in which she uses a bat to defend herself against a crazed Jack, Kubrick demanded 127 takes. Duvall has called the experience almost unbearable.
No! No!
Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I mean, it's sort of exciting, isn't it? Breaking the rules.
We can't repay our good luck with bad grace. It invites darkness.
You lack the courage of your convictions, sir. Do it.
Number 1. Tippi Hedren, The Birds.
I sometimes go to bird shops on Fridays.
Another demanding director on set, Alfred Hitchcock insisted that Hedren's fear of birds seemed genuine in the film. To achieve the desired result, without Hedren's knowledge, Hitchcock went back on his promise to the actress that the birds would be mechanical and instead used real ones. So, during takes, members of the crew actually threw live birds at the terrified actress. After 5 days of this treatment, she experienced a breakdown and only returned to set after a doctor-mandated week to recuperate and rest. A word of advice to any directors, CEOs, managers, or bosses watching. If you want your employees to stick around, probably a good idea not to throw live animals at them without their consent.
I hardly think a few birds are going to bring about the end of the world.
These weren't a few birds.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.